Hi guys, it's been a while since I posted on this YouTube channel, and I feel like I need to, start doing it again. This video is obviously about what the title says, intentions. In our society now, our modern society, there are different types of relationships. There's the classic relationship where two people are committed to each other and whatnot, and then there's these new relationships that have just become kind of popular, like the friends with benefits, open relationships. I'm not too sure about open relationships, but I have a feeling that friends with benefits is kind of new, sort of. But one big issue that needs to be addressed are intentions. The intentions that you have with someone, most of the time people are not so obvious about it. And the thing is, you should be obvious about it because we cannot read each other's minds, One of the biggest problems is the fact that we're not honest with each other in telling each other what we're looking for, and there's nothing to be ashamed of when you know what you want, and there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. If you're someone who likes to just be single, just enjoy yourself and no commitment, no strings attached, nothing, it's fine. It's fine, and you're not a bad person for doing that. Anyone who says that you are, they don't understand that type of life, of wanting to just go around and meet new people, no commitment, all that stuff. And then there's those people who like the commitment, who like knowing that they have someone there 24/7, or what a long-term relationship would normally be. And that's fine too. That's fine. I mean, our society is evolving into different things, and people want different things, and it's completely fine. But what's not fine is if you don't make that known. If you're talking to someone and they seem to have the interest of wanting to be in a relationship, in a committed long-term relationship, short-term, long-term, whatever it is, but committed relationship, and your intentions are not mutual, you want to do you don't want to have to stick with one person, you know what, you should just tell them, instead of fooling around and doing whatever it is that you want to do and then leaving this person to fend for themselves and having them wonder what it is that they did wrong, that they weren't good enough for you and all that shit. And also, one of the biggest things is that you don't know who you're dealing with. You don't know the person after you've known them for years and years. So the first day you meet someone, might as well be honest with what you're looking for. Might as well just tell them, I'm just not looking for anything serious. I'm just single, and I'm good. I'm good with that. And the more honest you are, the more you're preventing yourself from meeting psychotic, crazy people who don't know how to be rejected, people who don't know how to let it go and move on. You could be fucking around with someone who legitimately loves you, but when the time comes when you have to tell them that you don't want to be with them and that your intention was not to have a relationship in the first place because of the fact that you can't get emotionally attached and all that bullshit, they might not respond maturely and sanely, what a normal person would do, where they would be like, alright, fine, that's not what you want, then I'm just gonna have to move on. No matter how much I love you and how much I care about you, it's obviously not gonna work since you don't feel the same way. No, you could be dealing with someone who will stalk you, who will not leave you alone, who will respond in the most immature way, and it's not worth it. It's not worth it. So don't waste your time, and don't waste the other person's time in bullshitting what your intentions are. The best way to go is to be honest. And I mean, through my own experience, I've seen that being honest is the best way to go, because first, you're not hurting anyone by being honest. If they're hurt, then that's their own problem. You be honest to what you want, because it's not fair to hurt others because you were thinking too much about your damn self, and instead of what the outcome might be when the other person finds out what the fuck you were looking for. Again, it's not bad. It's not bad to want to be single and not commit. I mean, we all go through that kind of phase where we're just meeting people and we're experimenting with new things, and it's not a problem. It's not. But the problem is when you don't make it known, and that when you lie, and maybe not lie intentionally, but you lie by not, being honest and telling others what it is that you want when the time comes to make the decision on whether or not to be in a relationship. It's the worst thing you could do to someone, because again, we can't read each other's minds, and even if we did, sometimes people lie to themselves, They say, oh, this person doesn't want to be with me, but, I think they do want to be with me because I'm good, I'm a good person, I blah, 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 all this shit, when in reality, it's probably not going to work out, because if two people are not on the same page, it's not going to go anywhere. And if you're someone who's dealing with this right now, or if you're someone who feels that the best way to go is just not lie because, it's just better off, good. If you're someone who thinks that it's better to not, to not be honest and just go with the flow, going with the flow tends to not work, okay? So the more honest you are, the more better off you'll be, you and the other person. Because when in a relationship, you have to be more, considerate of the other person's feelings, not just your own. So just think about that the next time you talk to someone and you notice that both of your intentions are not mutual. And then figure out whether or not you want to be honest and save yourself from wasting your time and wasting the other person's time.